Welcome to Opa! God, we love that. This is our 9th annual radiothon, and as always, I'm your most excellent host, I'm Big Kev. And tonight, he's graced this stage once before, and it is a deep pleasure to have him come back and serenade us all again this evening. Will you please give it up for the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only, Kinky Friedman!
Gather round me, children, a story I will tell about pretty boy Floyd the outlaw. Oklahoma knew him well. 'Twas in the town of Shawnee on a Saturday afternoon, with his wife beside him in a wagon. It was into town he rode. The deputy sheriff called him in a manner rather rude, using vulgar words of language, and his wife she overheard. The pretty boy grabbed a log chain, the deputy grabbed a gun. In the fight that followed, he laid that deputy down. He took to the woods and timbers, he lived a life of shame. Every crime in Oklahoma, they laid unto his name. He took to the river bottoms along the North Canadian shore, and many a starving farmer opened up his door. From many a little farmer, the same old story goes, how a pretty boy paid the mortgage and he saved their little home. They tell about a stranger who came to beg a meal, and underneath his napkin left $1,000 bill. In Oklahoma City, it was on Christmas Day. Come a whole wagon load full of groceries, and a note on which did say, "You say that I'm an outlaw, you say that I'm a thief. Well, here's a Christmas dinner for your family's own relief." Now in this world of ramble, I've seen many funny men. Some will rob you with a 6-gun, and some with a fountain pen. But as through your lives you travel, boys, as through your lives you roam, you'll never see an outlaw drive a family from their home. Woo! Folks, my favorite Irish toast: may the best of the past be the worst of the future.
Cheers!
And my favorite Texas toast: here's to honor. Get honor and stay honored. And as a young bride said to her elderly husband, "Don't die on me, motherfucker." So it's okay to think you're a cowboy, unless you run into someone who thinks he's an Indian, which happened to me a few months back at John T. Floor's country store in Helotes at a Willie show there. There was a small group of Native Americans there, and they were very friendly. They said, "Kinky, do you realize what you're wearing around your neck, the turquoise piece?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I don't know, I've been wearing it for about 25 years. And they said, "But do you know what it means?" I said, "No." And they said, "It means available Indian woman." So Willie, being my shrink, he called me one night last year at 3 o'clock in the morning from Hawaii. And he said, "What are you doing, Kinky?" And I told him, "I'm watching Matlock." And he said, "That's a sure sign of depression." He said, "Turn Matlock off, Kinky. Turn him off and start writing." Well, I kind of got inspired, and I was already pretty miserable. So I was able to write about 12 songs for the first time in almost 40 years. 12 new songs. And when I finished them, it took about a month to do. When I finished them, I called Willie and said, "I've written these 12 songs. I'd like you to hear them." He said, "Okay, send them on." And then I said, "Hey, Willie, how are you doing, man?" I'd heard all these rumors that he was not well. And Willie said, "Well, you know, a little up, a little down, the usual. And by the way, Kinky, what channel is Matlock on?" So these are songs I call from the Matlock collection. New songs. And we'll do a few of these tonight. First one is called A Dog Named Freedom. Looking back a long time ago, for the people that I used to know who lost a friend in a war that wouldn't end, and Bob was singing, blowing in the wind. Now it's me and a three-legged dog named Freedom, and a sign that says Texas or bus. We got a long way to go, but good Lord, don't you know, there ain't no quit in either one of us. Coming home on a slow-moving train, looking down at the station in the rain. Where are all the people we fought to defend? And Willie's singing on the road again. Now it's me and a three-legged dog named Freedom, and a sign that says Texas or bus. We got a long way to go, but good Lord, don't you know, there ain't no quit in either one of us. There ain't no quit in either one of us. This one from the Matlock group is a true story that happened to me one night in Dallas, Texas. And it's called Jesus in Pajamas. And by the way, I played Europe last year just before the presidential election. I think it must have been a little over a year. And the people everywhere I went said, "Kinky, aren't you afraid of Trump? Aren't you worried? Aren't you concerned about Trump?" It's uncanny. Every place I go, "Aren't you afraid of Trump?" And I told them, "You people have a pretty bad track record for knowing who you should be afraid of." Jesus in pajamas came at 3:16 one morning to a Denny's by the freeway in the ancient town of Dallas, where everything was frozen There are many Denny's in Dallas, but few of them were chosen for Jesus in pajamas to finally have a rosin. Jesus in pajamas came a-shuffling to my table. Help him if you can, a voice said. Help him if you're able. Like a clown, like an angel, like a jester in Denny's palace. Couldn't say for sure, I only knew that it was Dallas. Where the only whole heart is a broken one, and the only true love an unspoken one. So help him if you can. Help him if you're able. When Jesus in pajamas is standing at your table. Jesus in pajamas had a coupon he was tearing. He was drooling slightly on the tattered clothing he was wearing. From underneath that dirty green knit cap, God's eyes were softly staring. Help me if you can, they said. Help me if you're able. But I turned my mortal gaze away and I got up from that table. I walked out past a door that just said men. I left Jesus in pajamas on the cross again. And now the only whole heart is an aching one, and the only true love a forsaken one. So help him if you're able. Help him if you can. And God bless you, friend. The menu's in your hand. In the middle of an airport, in the middle of the night, standing like a statue burning bright. Where are you coming from? Where are you going to? Can I have a coffee and a cigarette with you? Zoe, I know you'll never be my wife. Zoe, Zoe, I want you always in my life. We met in Austin, Texas when you were just a child. Now you are a woman of the world. You could kill a man at 20 feet with a look or with a smile. Captain of the ocean, captain of my soul. Sorry, I know you'll never be a bride. Sorry, I want you always by my side. If I were a monkey sitting in a tree, and you a lovely silver fish out on the sea, and we couldn't be together, but we wish that we could be, I'd call your name across the waves for all eternity. I'd call Zoe, I'd call Zoe. I know you'll never be my wife. Zoe, I call Zoe. I want you always in my life.
Need something?
Like Janis Joplin rode Mercedes-Benz with. Well, let's try this. One point, I haven't done this song especially, and some of the others, on a stage for an audience in public very much. So I'm working without a net. When during the European tour or the Australian tour, if I forgot a lyric or screwed something up, I would just say, fuck. A Mexican mouthwash. And you know, that happened a few times, and they thought it was performance art. They thought it was great, you know? Now in America, it's a different story. In America, they said, this guy's a little, you know? We don't think it's performance art, so I guess we can't hear it. So we'll send this one out to Willie, and it's, Right. Does it sound pretty much Indian?
Yeah, it's good.
Try it. I noticed that neither Willie Nelson nor Bob Dylan ever play with an instrument that's in tune. I mean, that's just it might be coincidental. I don't think it is. I think they're challenging themselves. But they don't want anybody to tune it. They would never do this. You know? Brian is very, very adept. And now New Jersey. And I might say that Brian produced a new record. The record called Circus of Life. Let's see how this one works. All right, going out to Willie. I knew a man who signed autographs in the rain. He took me in when life was very hard. Never really thanked him, so I'll put it in a song. For I hold him in the highest regard. Nothing in this world's quite as easy as it seems. when you struggle half a lifetime to catch up with your dreams. He was born for trouble. He was born to play with pain. But I never will forget him signing autographs in the rain. Autographs in the rain, like teardrops from the past. Makes you stop and wonder, how long can he last? And when the party's over and he's sung his last refrain, it ain't just words and music, it's autographs in the rain. Now the old man is sleeping in a hammock by the sea. He wakes up every now and then he'll turn around and smile like a restless little child. And he closes his eyes and he's on the road again. I knew a man who signed autographs in the rain. Took me in when life was very hard. I never really thanked him, so I put it in a song. For I hold him in the highest regard. I knew a man who signed autographs in the rain. Took me in when I was down and out. I never really thanked him, so I put it in a song. For I hold him in the highest regard. Yes, I hold him in a highest regard. I knew a man who signed autographs in the rain. Took me in when I was down and out. Highest regard. I knew a man who signed autographs in the rain. Took me in when I was down and out. Never really thanked him, so I hold him in the highest regard. Yes, I hold him in a highest regard.
What? Come on, give it up for Kinky Friedman, everybody. So, Kink, what's going on with in your world? I hear you got a new record coming up.
Yes, Cav, we have a new record called Circus of Life. These are the 12, this is the Matlock collection, 12 original new songs. So that'll be out in about 2 or 3 weeks. And,
All right.
and I understand, well, Sirius XM is already playing Autographs in the Rain. But we'll get that to you, Kev, definitely.
Thank you.
Very goddamn soon.
If you don't mind.
And then I'm on the literary department. We're finishing up a book on Bob Dylan. We don't think there's enough biographies on Bob.
Cool.
And I'm writing it with Louis Kemp, who was Bob Dylan's childhood toboggan companion. He met him at summer camp. You know, they were friends from age 10 on. And these are stories of Louis that no other biographer in the world has ever heard. And the book is called The Adventures of Bobby and Louie. Kind of a Huck Finn, Tom Sawyer sort of thing. And you get a different picture of Bob than you've ever had. And this will be out in Random House. 6 months maybe. was having a big tour of California. We're up to coming up in April.
San Francisco.
We going all over the place, so that'll be I think an interesting one, and that's what I'm working on right now. And also, I might just say I was thinking of the hell of that, you know. I don't. The thing that I disagree with Willie about is golf. Actually, I don't like golf. It's like a religion to him. I find it stultifyingly dull. And the only two good balls I ever hit was when I stepped on the garden rake. Stepped on the garden rake. But may the Lord take a liking to all of you. We appreciate it. It's been a financial pleasure. Thank you very much.
Maybe we could do one more.
One more, yeah.
Give it up one more time.
This one's called Saying Goodbye. Lying next to you like a rainbow in a hotel room somewhere long ago. Raindrops whispering on the window. I still hear your voice whispered low. So long ago. Saying goodbye isn't easy for a fool with a tear in his eye. All of my life I've been busy dreaming of saying goodbye. On a dusty train across the plains of Texas, we walked out on a platform in the dawn. The day was bright, the night was just behind us. We looked for some stray star to wish upon, but they were gone. Saying goodbye isn't easy for a fool with a tear in his eye. All of my life I've been busy dreaming of saying goodbye. Looking out the window in a classroom sat a girl in a peach-colored dress, longing so to live in the grown-up world, dreaming about love and happiness. She gave her best. Saying goodbye isn't easy for a fool with a tear in his eye. All of my life I've been busy dreaming of saying goodbye. All of my life I've been busy dreaming of saying goodbye.
Oh, give it up. So we just bring in another legend. All right. So we do a quick turnaround, and coming up next, one of my favorites out here, the one and only Mr. David Olney. Next, ninth annual Radiothon here at Opa.